What's up, Leo? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. All the info for that is in the description box of the video. There is a wait for a reading with me, guys. And in my sessions, I combine mindset, manifesting, and universal law of assumption with the tarot, as I do on all my content on this channel. If you are looking for an alternative, you can explore your options through Mystic Sense or Spiritual Blossom, my affiliates. I've put links to them in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5-minute reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. So check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Leo, we're going to do person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome for the next 2 weeks. So the reason I say potential, tying into what I was saying earlier, is that on this channel I infuse law of assumption into all my content. So essentially, this is a check-in into one version of you and your specific person, the current energy that you, Leo, are manifesting, have selected out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. You can have anyone you want or any desire or any version of a person that you want. If you'd like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of you that you're being, your dominant thoughts and assumptions. Everyone's you pushed out and circumstances don't matter. Okay, Leo, so the person on your mind, Hermit card. Withdrawal energy, a little bit of tension, 5 of Swords, clashing, maybe with words, or are we speaking the same language? You know, let's have a look. Oops. Okay, Hanged Man, withdrawal energy. I feel like it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, hanging back a little bit, okay? There's that 5 of Swords. So, you know, the channeling is correct, guys. There's a tension here. It's like which way forward is what I'm hearing. It's kind of like you might have had a clash with words, or there's tensions. Are we on the same page? That kind of an energy. And so there's been maybe a pullback or a pause. And the High Priestess is mystery. Some of you are in a period of silence with this person, not all of you, but this is sort of trying to intuitively kind of feel it out, like hanging in there, but clashing, okay? So this could be about resolving some kind of an issue. I mean, the cards are going to give us more. 9 of Pentacles is in the reverse. Page of Swords is in the reverse. Maybe some petty words. Page of Swords in the reverse. This can be kind of immature, a little bit of like, you know, tit for tat kind of conversation. And I'm not giving you crap, Leo. I'll get to your side of the street. High Priestess also could be kind of this feeling of, if the clashing's coming through, it's this sort of sense of someone not being very clear. It is mystery, so maybe there's been tensions like, are you keeping something from me? And so there's sort of a bit of this energy. Like 9 of Pentacles in the reverse is also potentially, you know, clashing on the way forward because it's got something to do with feeling financially stable or very confident. You know, you could be dealing with a situation where someone's not feeling very confident in themselves and there's been some reactivity. Okay, let me have a look at this High Priestess. Yeah, there's the Queen of Swords. I mean, that's like a little bit, Queen of Swords says what's what. So there could have been this kind of clash here. Some of you, there's the silent treatment thing. I mean, that can be a little bit of this sort of immature, maybe there's clashes, then there's silent treatment. That could be a pattern or a dynamic, okay? The Queen of Swords, though, is a serious energy. So for some of you, this is like maybe getting serious about like cutting the shit and cutting through the mystery. Where is this going? I mean, I have the Hierophant card here in the reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, guys, I mean, this could be also, this is a portion of you hanging in there 1 foot towards, is this like a serious commitment or not? Okay, because like there could be a clash. It's a sense of mystery. I mean, for some of you, it's like there could be a clash in values. Are we on the same page? Some of you are from different religions or cultures or backgrounds. Or different beliefs, and so there's a clash there. I mean, a very small portion of you, this has been non-committal because someone's not totally single and available. And Leo, if you've manifested that, you can manifest that away, that hanging in there. It's like this can be a divorcee, the Queen of Swords. So it could just be not so much like that there's a love triangle, but there's like loose ends that haven't been tied up. So someone is still tied up financially and is unable to like commit. Say if you want marriage, it's not happening yet and it causes clashing or tension. I'll get to your side of the street and explain exactly how to fix something like that. Ultimately, it just would require a shift for you, okay? It's all just a mirror projection, including the characters in the show. Queen of Cups is in the reverse. So it could be that it feels a little cold, like the love's been a bit withdrawn, as I said, because it looks like there's a bit of a tense energy at the moment, either silence at the moment or a sense of mystery. Now, you might have an intuitive bond, but there's clashes here to do with values and direction, okay? Queen of Cups in the reverse, also, it could be tension, feeling like, you know, the love isn't really being kind of returned. Queen of Cups in reverse is a little bit of that energy of, it can be emotional rejection because the Queen of Cups in reverse is a shadow energy that feels very, very giving, but doesn't get the return, you know? It's sort of like not codependent, okay? And I don't mean it in like a negative way, Leo. You might feel like you overgive and you're not on the same page. They might feel with your communication the way that it is, maybe they feel similarly. I mean, I'm going to get to your side of the street. More important what you think. Let's see, Queen of Cups in the reverse, King of Cups in the... What did I just say? They might feel what you think, guys. So this is like you both mutually question each other's love and there's tension and clashing. King of Cups in the reverse, it's like, so this is a dynamic, Leo, okay? King of Cups in the reverse can also come across as like emotionally manipulative. So that's like maybe the silent treatment or the clashing. Queen of Cups in the reverse can feel like love unappreciated, not valued. So no one to change but self, Leo. So if this is like the thing and it's a cycle, it's easily fixable through you. But this is the thing. And then there's the Three of Cups in the reverse and an Eight of Swords. So there is this feeling of being trapped and stuck in terms of moving forward. Now, a Three of Cups in reverse, a small portion of you, yes, that's a third party that's still around, okay? Don't take it if it's not your story. For some of you, this is friends and other influences and people that are interfering, particularly if it's like it seems you're not on the same page when it comes to your values. I mean, for some of you, this also can be partying and whatnot. So that causes clashing and tension and communication issues, maybe pettiness, okay? But regardless, it's all going to come down to the same thing. If there's third-party interference, it's circumstantial, so we can get rid of it. But this person's also feeling kind of trapped or stuck. If you're dealing with a situation where a person's feeling trapped or said, you know, hang in there, or I'm not sure if I'm ready because of financial ties or something needing to be tied up, or there's outside influence, you literally just need to rewrite the story detached from those circumstances. But they want to come unstuck anyway, Leo. Two of Swords. There's been indecision, stagnancy, and the Star card is a hope and probably also healing, okay? Getting out of silent treatment, I would imagine, if there is, or this pattern, or a decision needing to be made and breaking free from this indecision. And we've got Two of Wands, which is like this crossroads energy, which way forward, and a plan needs to be made and a decision needs to be made. Now, you can easily make the decision, Leo, so we'll get to your side of the street. Star card, hanging on to hope for this situation, even with the clash, even with a bit of a sense of mystery and a 1 foot in and a 1 foot out, and indecision and potentially outside influence, okay? So crossroads. Aquarius energy, Taurus energy, Pisces energy, Pisces as well with the Hanged Man. Okay, so what do you feel, Leo? Two of Pentacles, you're back and forth about it. Some of you, you know, it's like finances are a factor maybe, money in versus money out, or juggling a lot, work-life balance. Tower, okay, Leo, so you feel like something's coming to a head, like something needs to change. The Tower actually symbolizes what's not working has to go. It's kind of that shock factor. Nine of Pentacles is in the upright, so, and the Tower again. So this is about, you know, breaking free from, I mean, Nine of Pentacles is about confidence. It's also about big shifts, potentially financially. So if that's been something that has been holding the situation back, it's like what's not working must go, working on a plan to kind of focus on that to move ahead. But I think, you know, Page of, you can't make it up, guys. Page of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. There's like this kind of sense of the communication can either get small or petty. Okay, it's a shadow Page of Swords. Okay, Nine of Cups is in the reverse. So how do you feel about them, Leo? Some of you feel that this person can be self-centered or overindulgent. The other way to read it is you do feel like this is a wish for you, but it's unfulfilled. Okay? And then we've got the Hierophant card in the upright. And you seem, so Leo, for those of you that want this traditional commitment or you want this person to be on the same page, all you need to do is go to the end and affirm for it, literally. Be the version of Leo, so select with consciousness, we're together, we have a perfect relationship, we're totally on the same page. Or if you're manifesting marriage, because you've manifested this, Leo, they're all characters in your show and all the dynamic. If you can't seem to agree on certain things, you say, no, we're totally in agreement. No, they're totally, my needs are met, they're totally on the same page. If there's other people influencing because of like culture or tradition, you say everyone approves of our relationship. You can go and do your own research online about like affirmations or a specific person conform or manifest away third parties if this is an issue, romantic, non-romantic, anything interfering. But this is the thing, it's like an unfulfilled wish. Marriage and long-term commitment and tradition seems to be playing into this. You've got Page of Cups. Some of you, there's an issue because there's a child in the mix and there's a divorcee. Some of you, because the Death card is in the reverse, so it's like unfinished business. Or it could be that this goes round and round. And the Tower card I said to you is like, what's not working must go. Now, if you're fed up, Leo, what's not working must go, get rid of it by shifting your focus. Rewrite this story. You don't need to wait for this person to change or make up their mind because they are your reflection. They are you pushed out, but you can easily change it. Okay, so dominantly shift your thoughts and focus in a, you know, to the preferable end. Death card in the reverse, round and round, need for transformation. You know, some of you, you want this person to come in and give you an emotional expression because it looks like there's been a clash or a tension, potentially silence. So manifest, continue. Well, if you want them to come in and be more loving and text you every day that they love you, you just say, we have the perfect relationship. They're blowing up my phone 24/7, telling me how much they love me. They're so committed to me. Whatever it is that you guys want, okay? It's actually like simple, but it's discipline and focus and consistency. Yeah, because there's confusion and there's mixed feelings here, Leo. So if you're worried that this person's not really choosing or you're confused, well, they're confused then. Okay, Leo? Also, if you have an idea or a fear that this person is not choosing you, founded or unfounded, you need to shift your focus, detach from anything, any of those thoughts. They're not serving you, fuck them in a bucket, throw them out. The version of Leo that has what they want, think from that end. I am chosen. I am the only one. I am the priority. They're totally committed to me. They're totally loyal to me. We're on the same page. I mean, Leo, I don't know. Maybe you're exploring your options. You mutually, both of you, I don't know. Maybe there's the focus on the commitment, but this is an issue to do with somehow maybe both of you have unfinished business. I don't know. But in the end of the day, Leo, you're writing the script. So write the characters as you like them. Queen of Pentacles. So that's about loyalty, stability, commitment. That's what I just said. So, and then we've got a Three of Cups. And the Magician card is in the reverse. So this feels like unfulfilled potential. Some of you feel like there's manipulation because of outside energies. Three of Cups, okay? For some of you, again, this is friends or this is third-party commitments, like financial, kids, or even family ties or influences, cultural. I already pointed all of that out. And then again, Magician card in the reverse, this can also be petty conversations and confusion and turbulent emotions. Maybe you question, is this person are they playing with me or are they manipulating me, which I'm not really getting. And regardless, Leo, you want to select the preferable version of a person if you want them. So you would just be like, throw out the shit you don't like. If there's unfinished business outside of the connection, jump to the end. Literally keep it clean. We have the perfect relationship. All the examples I gave you. If you're manifesting all of it, Leo. If you feel like this is unfulfilled potential and you have to wait for all these things, it's just your assumption, and the outside's going to confirm your assumption. This is how you can quantum shift fast and furiously and get the end result that you want, okay? All the circumstances will go away. If you're waiting for this person to choose or decide, there's this hanged man energy, or, you know, and then there's frustration, or there's a sense of mystery, there's confusion here about where it's going. You decide, okay, Leo? Sorry, guys, but that's really all there is. I mean, we've got Taurus energy, Scorpio energy, Virgo, Gemini energy, okay? What does this person want in the next couple of weeks on this current energy timeline? Well, desire, no shortage of that, intense feelings, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts. We've got ashamed, so there's some kind of a Five of Swords energy here, and attention, I was going to say it, and fighting, trust issues, one-sided, detached. This is this petty kind of thing. There's a little bit of this kind of energy and trust issues because jealousy, hater, spiteful jealousy. Now that could be third parties that are in the mix, haters that are influencing or poisoning the well, or a feeling of like you're clashing with one another because it's like, well, it could be jealous exes, it could be jealous friends, it could be jealousy about friends who are influencing other people. There could be suspicion about other energies that causes jealousy. So Leo, if you have that and there's these trust issues and fighting and there's jealousy issues, that's a manifestation of a self-concept thing of like, I'm not fully chosen or I'm not enough. If that's what you're experiencing and there's fighting and then there's this tit for tat thing, you just get rid of that, okay? Because I have toxic people. Right after that, addictions, bad advice, wrong crowd. Something about the crowd more than like anything else, unless there's like an ex that's still tied, who's a bit of a spiteful person, or there's jealousy because of that and unfinished business. There's also this like wrong advice. There's people in the mix. So Leo, just take them out of your story. They're not part of the story. So look, there's something about, you know, ashamed about an argument you had, trust issues, and acting detached with one another. Yeah, let me just get your romance angel. I mean, there's a hanged man, and then there's a Two of Wands, like a plan's being made, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask. So here's the thing, this sort of the mystery, the deception, first of all, is like maybe not being very open and upfront with one another about like what needs to be taken care of and addressing the issues. And then the way that, you know, and then there's suspicion and jealousy or other people in the mix. It's wearing a mask, because I didn't see a hell of a lot of cups, you know, with the King and the Queen of Cups are in the reverse. So it's also holding back on being more emotionally available to one another, because there's differences here, guys. So I said to you, it could be because there are other influences and people, it's like you're not being open with one another about what's really holding this situation back. Now we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from usual type and expectations. We do have the wedding card. Some of you, this situation does involve marriage. But also, we have, I said that's a theme, if marriage is the goal, it's available to you. So Leo, please, for those of you for whom this resonates, I think I've given you enough advice. You can also check out my playlist that I'll link up at the end. Or you can do your own research into the law, or getting a specific person to conform, or manifest away third parties. I've even done a video on that, okay? All right, so I intend that did help some of you. If it resonated, and if it didn't, it's not your story. And if it is your story, you can tweak it, change it, whatever, okay, guys? I'm sending you so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.